and gentlemen, we are the Millie Goats. We are back. It is episode 210. It is February 19th. I forgot to change the date. That was my fault. Sorry. February 19th. We're almost through February into March, almost March Madness. Dead period for sports, some might say. Not on this show. We don't care. Sorry for the tardiness. Winter storm warning down here on the east coast of North Carolina, and we have a lot of ice, and so the power went out for a moment of time, and I was kind of figuring out trying to what we were doing. I didn't know if I was going to have to do it from my phone, if I was going to have to do a hotspot, if I was going to have to do – it was going to happen. If I had to do it by candlelight, it didn't freaking matter. The show was happening because that's what we do on Wednesdays. We talk sports. Text. Comment.
USA. USA. Free bird. USA.
Play it.
Free bird.
Play it. If the U.S. can go into Canada, into Montreal, and get booed during the national anthem just because the power goes out does not mean that we can't make this show happen. Would you agree?
I expect full flocks of boo birds and breeding plumage tomorrow night.
The Boo SA. Boo SA. Boo SA. Boo SA. That's what I'm talking about. It is. I mean, we got hockey, dude. Tomorrow night's game. We're gonna get to it in a minute. Let's do the intro.
Yep, let's get into it.
National Airboat Day. One of the first airboats produced in Florida was the Whooshmobile, built by the Floridian frog hunter Johnny Lamb. Now, you're probably asking yourselves, what is frog hunting? And I'm sure you've been frog hunting, as have I. Frog gigging is quite the experience. So, those are some of the most resilient animals on the planet, if I do say so myself. Quickly, Tex. Before speaking of crazy animals, I just wanted you to see this. This is something that came across my desk. Okay? Came across my desk. I'm rocking the USA hat. But this was a wild experience that I saw on Facebook. The Indonesian black chicken is the strangest, most expensive, and rarest breed of chicken in the world. It is called the Lamborghini chicken. The price of its eggs can reach $2,500, and it's very delicious. Everything in this chicken is black, without exception of its feathers. Without exception, its feathers, beak, tongue, nails, even its meat, eggs, bones, and as for his blood is dark red, which tends to be black. What is this bird, dude? What is this bird?
It's a chicken, man.
What? I mean, look at this.
I don't know what to tell you. It's a chicken.
Like, this thing is murdered out from head to toe.
Yeah.
Just everything. Black is the new orange, or orange is the new black. Is that what it is? One of those things. Murdered out, dude. Just straight up Darth Vader chicken, just pooping out eggs that are worth 25 skrillas. Right up there. So, I don't know. This thing I joined. So, right after this, I got God. It said, "This will blow your mind, group. Join." And I joined because I want my mind blown more often with this absolutely, Deathly Hollows Harry Potter Dementor chicken that just, looks like, looks like the parking lot of an NFL team where everybody's just got their car wrapped completely. Everything's wrapped in black. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, there's a lady who used to work for me at the plant who's trying to get one of these, but I don't know if she ever did. I don't think she ever did because I think that they're really hard to come by, and she was worried that if she bought it, because she had people who have chickens have other critter problems who eat the chickens. So she was worried because of where she lived and the type of chicken coop that she had. It was kind of a self-opening and self-closing on a timer that it would just get eaten because she'd already lost multiple chickens, so she
Oh,
didn't want to spend the money on one of these chickens only to have it get eaten by a raccoon. Because she wasn't interested in killing the raccoons either. She's like, they're kind of in my backyard. I'm in their space, and I was like, there's lots of raccoons out there. You can just take care of those things. Once they develop a taste for chickens, they kind of just keep coming back until you do something about it.
Mm.
Same with corn. Like once they develop a taste for corn, there's farmers who have special strains of sweet corn, and the raccoons also develop a taste for this corn, and they go to town.
Mm. I couldn't believe it, dude. I could not believe this. Absolutely nuts. We got airboats and Indonesian black chickens just right off the get. And everybody's like, what are you going to talk? I say this every time. My wife, who actually provided some constructive criticism, says I get really excited whenever I start the show and start talking about stuff. And so I really do, and I appreciate her feedback. So she was giving me some good points because she was listening, and I appreciate that. So this is the best show ever right here. B. McCormick's here. He says, we love football, all caps. Yes, we do. And Blue's here. He's looking alive. He says, what's up? What's up? There we go. And BMO is here. He said the chicken's packing heat. I mean, how would you, if you had to get those as Easter eggs, speaking of Easter coming up, shout out, saw the Reese's peanut butter things in the grocery store. How do you dye those? You would bleach those? Would you bleach those Easter eggs?
I don't think you could.
That's the next question. Okay. So we're kicked it off. We've got hockey, we've got golf, we've got football news, we've got it all on this show. For those of you listening to the podcast, thank you. Leave a review, hit the 5 stars, go subscribe everywhere your podcasts are out. If you're watching, if you're listening, just know we film in front of a live audience. So you're going to hear us yell and scream some other stuff. Also, shout out to App State. That no other Group of 5 team had a higher attendance rate this past season than App State football. 115.4%, packed to the gills, capacity out the wazoo. College Football Live, shout out you, and shout out for your day of App State the other day, just rattling off App State facts. And the best in a down year, App State still packs it to the gills. Tex.
I mean, this is probably the best football culture for any school in North Carolina, I think.
Facts.
It probably would be hard to beat on a lot of levels. All the tailgating and game day stuff that goes on up there. So yeah, I mean, I would say I've been to a bunch of different places here in North Carolina. I've been to a bunch of different places across the country to games, and App State is definitely the best.
Yep. It is. I mean, to be a school of this stature, not a quote unquote Power 5. We got something on that coming in a second.
Correct.
To pack it this way, this is what I was talking to the guys from Black and Gold podcast, the #1 podcast at App State. Go check them out. That to be able to do this whenever have a losing record for the first time and who knows how long, that's culture, baby. That's what every other school hopes to achieve. That you can get, you can overflow the stadium.
Looking at this list, I see Kennesaw State on there, and
love that. They stunk.
They had a bad year this year, a very bad year, and they were still. I don't know what size their stadium is though, so maybe it's like a.
Still, they stunk. I think they won one or
stadium.
2 games.
They won 2 games, I believe, and I think they won their first game that they won was a shocker.
Yeah, we were watching it. I think it was against Liberty, wasn't it?
Something like that.
I think it was against Liberty.
Like they beat somebody they were not supposed to beat at all, but I can't remember who it was.
I think it was Liberty. I'm pretty sure it was Liberty. Somebody, BMO. Who did Kennesaw State beat? I think it was Liberty.
I can look it up.
Okay, you look it up. And James Madison in your face, Boise in your face, Charlotte in your face, Georgia Southern, you stink. Coastal, try next year. Unbelievable. Love it. Absolutely love it. Next, does this mean we're the best or we're just behind on having enough room for fans to sit? I think it means that everybody wants to go watch
They
absolutely good.
were having like close to 40,000 people every game. So I mean, that's there's not really many more places to put seats up there.
Mm-mm.
Unless you want to take away the hill. Nobody wants to do that.
No, don't do that. Build behind the hill. Don't take away the hill.
No, where it's built on. I don't know what you do, but don't take away the hill.
So this came across my desk as well. It said this guy who's just a random dude ranked the best days of sports. Okay. He said number 10 was rivalry week. I have no idea what that means. Number 9 was NBA Christmas. This list is null and void just because of that.
Well, I think that would be that week of Thanksgiving for football, because that's before all the conference championships and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that might be what he's talking about. Which, if that's the case, that's way down there. I mean, that's way too far down there.
Those Saturday NFL games late in the season. Number 7 is NFL Thanksgiving. Number 6 is NBA playoffs round 1. This guy's got a lot of NBA stuff in here. Opening day MLB. No. AFC NFC Championship. Where's divisional round? Where's Super Wild Card weekend? He's got Super Bowl Sunday at number 3, round of 64 March Madness number 2, and number 1 is week 1 NFL. There's no NHL, first of all. No NHL. I would say that the sports equinox in October has to be on here when every single major sport is going on. That has to be on here somewhere. So that's where I'm going to critique this list. Number 2, you jabroni, you have 0 hockey. And where is the Masters? Where's the Masters weekend? That's one of the best, because the Masters is, you get, that's like the kickoff to the next year of sports.
It's the reverse. Golf goes in reverse. They do the Super Bowl first, basically. The Masters is the Super Bowl of golf. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're right. That's why I was laughing. I never thought of it like that, but you're exactly right.
Yeah, let's do it in reverse. That's their Super Bowl, and then everything else is kind of like they do it. Then you got wait a few months, and then you've got the Open. Then you got, or the Players is in there somewhere in May, I think. Players, and then you got that's like the playoffs in reverse.
We need.
Then you end it. They end it way too late, but they got some other stuff in the summer.
But I mean, look at this list right here.
For me, golf ends at the Open. It ends at the Open.
The British Open, the Open Championship.
Yeah. It ends.
Yeah, you're already in football brain there.
Yeah, I'm like that's. I'm starting to get into camps, and we're starting to, preseason's right around the corner. I get football brain after that, and it's over. It's over for me.
I just want to also say, if I just completely disappear, Tex, it's going to be on you to carry the show for a minute until I figure out how to get my phone. Because if the power goes out, you can forget. We're going to have to. You're not going to be able to shut the show down. I'm going to have to get on my phone, hook up my hotspot, and then run comms from there. Leaves me, I need to be charging my phone just in case. But anyways,
okay. What's next? Let's try and get through it then. If you're worried about it shutting down.
All right. On the show, I can take that down. Well, that's a good one to debate. I almost put in water cooler debate, but I didn't. Yeah. Salute your sports. We got headlines we're gonna go over, and then we got golf. We got the water cooler debate. It's back. We had some submissions, and then we're gonna talk golf with the Mexico Open. How dare yous are back, and then we got a lot of hockey we're about to talk. So let's do it. And stop stealing our intellectual property. I'm sure somebody's gonna steal some of these slides that we just put up, and Tex, hold on to your bucket hats if you're wearing them, because I've got you have no USA on. It's embarrassing. But everybody, shh. Okay, salute your sports. Here we go. The headlines quickly, but not too quickly, because number 1 on the list, number 1 in your heart, number 1 in the programs, quite possibly the most important hockey game in USA modern history versus Canada for the championship tomorrow night. I liken it to the Mega Bowl that Jackie Moon, aka Will Ferrell, made up for semi-pro whenever he's like, we're just going to play for a Mega Bowl. We're going to play for a Mega Bowl, and it's, don't ask any questions what this is for and what's it about. It's just you just start yelling Mega Bowl at people. Mega Bowl. Mega Bowl. And I'm definitely going to send that GIF out whenever the USA wins tomorrow night. Tex, round 2. This is what we needed for this time of year. Everybody thought it was dumb that they're like, why isn't the NHL playing games? But this right here is exactly what the doctor ordered. Good old-fashioned crest on your chest, showdown, put them up, shut them down. Thoughts?
When you compare it to everything that you're hearing about the NBA All-Star game or whatever that was.
Yep.
Hockey has done it correctly. They've literally made sparkling, bedewed, shiny WWE entrance spectacle.
Yep.
Out of nothing.
Yes.
With everything that's happened with these 6 or 8 games or whatever it is. So it's been perfect. Everything the NHL has looked into, planned into, and done with this thing. It's been awesome. And the players too, they've been doing the right things to play it up and making sure that they know everybody's watching us. The best thing for hockey is for us to go out there and play and make it count. Yeah, some guys are getting hurt, but for hockey as a whole, this has been excellent because everybody's gonna be watching it. Nobody's gonna be watching anything but this. This is it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that is like, I will admit I am skeptical. I was skeptical whenever I was like, what is this? I had no idea really what it was. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's the All-Star break. They got rid of the skills competition. I love the skills competition.
Yeah,
but then
it was starting to get kind of dumb.
Yeah. Then I see that it's like USA. I'm like, oh my gosh, like they're really going to play for this. And then you see what it's doing for hockey. It's all over social media. They dropped the gloves with Canada. They beat the wheels off of Finland. They lost to Sweden, but who cares? They were already in the championship. And the whole point of this was to get to exactly where they are tomorrow night. And whatever you want to say about the politicals, whatever, that just added to the stuff. Like the whole thing just added to it with how the booing of the national anthems and all this stuff. But the bottom line is it got exactly what they wanted it to do, which was we want USA versus Canada in the Mega Bowl made up.
USA versus anybody, really, but USA versus Canada that would have been is what you really, really want.
And the Canadians are mad because we beat them, and it's their sport. And that's exactly right. It shows that hockey, BMO says it shows that hockey players love playing hockey and don't hold back I mean, you can't, and it's on full display for people. Like they're finally seeing why guys like us love hockey. People are finally understanding like what this is all about. I love hockey because look at this. This was the Canada versus the USA game on Saturday night. It had 10.1 million North American viewers. Split almost right down the middle between US and Canada. That's nearly 15% of Canada's entire population. This might double 20 to 30 million for this game Thursday on a game that they just made up. I love it, dude. So, but the real, and so here comes Canada with the trash talk, right? They start putting up their 37 gold medals and their 4 gold medals. But here's the issue, dude. This isn't for a gold medal. This is for the Mega Bowl. We're about to have 1 Mega Bowl. Canada's about to have 0. Now, Charlie McAvoy is out. Quinn Hughes cannot play. There's a little bit of banged up going on and this and that between the two teams. Apparently there's a flu or something going through the U.S. locker room too, but the Kachuk brothers are playing. Definitely got the goaltender advantage. And we'll see if we can they're getting Cale Makar back, which kind of is scary, but I wanted to lead into this too about USA. People forget that the U20 football championship this summer, we lost to Japan, who took our spot in the title game to play Canada and Canada ended up beating Japan. So Canada right now is the World U20 Championships tackle football champions, IFAF. Well, guess what? FAFO, you took football from us. We're about to take hockey from you, Canada. Right? There he is. We should have had Bear with a machine gun on. I think he's Canadian. So, but I just think that this is a total revenge game for the U.S. because of football. That's what this is all about. They tried to take football from us. Would you agree, Tex?
I say, let's just focus on hockey.
Love it. Demo says there was a flu going through the Eagles pre-Super Bowl too. How'd that work out for him?
It's their flu game. You've all seen Michael Jordan. It's our flu game.
MJ, Bear with the Machine Gun says Canada has so much gold we can give you guys a few. There's a reason why there is no Canadian Miracle on Ice movie.
Hey, Bear with the Machine Gun. When was the last time the Canadian team won a Stanley Cup?
Woo! That's the one that matters, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever we can fight,
hoisting Lord Stanley's mug.
Whenever we can
what's
fight.
Next?
Oh, sorry. I was gonna say whenever we can fight, they can't. Canada's, in the Olympics, you can't fight. You get thrown out of the game if you fight.
Yeah.
All right, number 2, the Mahomeses. We snuffed it out, dude. Pro Football Talk reports. Faced with a potential probation revocation. That rhymed way too well. Probation revocation. Pat Mahomes Sr. admits that his Bourbon Street brouhaha with John Rocker, that video went viral. You probably didn't see it. They were in the streets of Bourbon Street fighting and yelling at each other. And then a few days later, it came out they were fighting on Rough and Rowdy. So it was all a publicity stunt to promote their upcoming boxing match.
Allegedly a publicity stunt.
Allegedly.
Chicken or the egg here? Chicken or the egg here?
Indonesian black chicken.
Yeah.
You tell me.
I'm not going to say that.
No, wait, scratch that for the record. But anyways, this is just funny that his dad, dude, as much as we talk trash about Mahomes, not because of anything he does off the field, but just because we're football guys, and if you're not our quarterback, we hate your guts. It's nothing personal.
Yeah.
As much as he deals with off the field.
I would love Mahomes to play for the Cowboys.
Yes.
Put that out there.
And then you would defend him I don't even know, like a kangaroo,
like the Knights of the Round Table and Monty Python's Quest for the Holy Grail.
Mm-hmm. So I just thought this was a funny story. It's just like he couldn't pump up a fight because they were going to throw him in jail again. They were like, "Oh, you want to press charges against John Rocker, the closer for the Braves?" He's like, "No, please, no. We were just messing around. Everybody love everybody." So, but anyways, and then the third point here, the Big Ten and the SEC added again to ruin college football. CO Stats has been in communications tonight, and here we go again. Tex couldn't even make it a year. Couldn't even make it a year before the SEC has to weasel its way, first of all, into college basketball, try to ruin that. Now they're doing it with football. Ross Dellinger reports within the Big Ten and SEC momentum builds for an expanded playoff with multiple auto qualifications per league. Ahead of the SEC Big Ten joint meeting, the industry is closer than ever to a new college football reimagined league, title games, 9-game SEC schedule, and Big Ten SEC scheduling package. So I have this saved. I need to go back and read the article. And then they plan to introduce a change to the seeding for the playoff next week, eliminating auto buys for the conference champs in a move that requires unanimity. Unanimity. Sounds like seeing enemy. They'll have a fight on their hands from the Big 12 and the ACC. So basically what they're trying, and then the last one is the SC Greg Sankey and Tom Pettetti are in favor of a straight seeding that mirrors the college football committee rankings while still guaranteeing spots for 5 champs. All in turn, Tex.
Mm-hmm.
That means they want to eradicate if the ACC and Big 12 champions win their conference, they don't automatically get in. That's what all that means. This whole list of slides, this 3 slides, means they want to, yeah, that's cute. You won a conference championship. We don't care. Even though the SEC hasn't played for a national title in like 3 years, they want to be the ones that drive the bus. And the SEC is over there, pumping the tires of the Big Ten. Like, yeah, you guys are so great. Woo! We should team up, guys. This is stupid. What do you think?
I think we should really, really go with something crazy. And all the teams that make the college football playoff get to be in like a tier 1 conference. And then they get all the primetime games and and everything that goes along with it. And then everybody else is in tier 2 fighting their way to get to the top.
You could
And
do the
eliminate the
relegation
conferences altogether. Yeah, relegation. Make it relegation just like like English soccer. And if you finish at the bottom, sorry Vanderbilt, you're out of the SEC or whatever conference it is.
Just
And
get
you got to
rid of the
fight your way to
names.
get back up. Yep.
Get rid of the conference names. Just make it tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. There's a playoff system for whatever. But I mean, here the whole, like the CEO stat said, he goes, the whole point of this is that now that it's finally been decided on the field for a year, right? And here comes, they finally got to play their game, and they can't make it, and then they want to be like, well, this is dumb. We have to get our team. Like, see, this is stupid. Ole Miss should have been. Well, okay, great, Ole Miss. Well, you lost to freaking whoever it was. South Carolina lost to Iowa or whoever it was. You had a chance. You lost. You did. It's the whole thing is just to just make sure they get who they want in. That's it. They are not allowing this to play on the field. And everybody who's up on their freaking ivory tower that says, well, what about the last 20 years? Well, great, dude. Now it's finally 12 teams. You got a chance to go through like Ohio State and prove that you were the best team, and they did. I don't care who you went through. They went through like the number 8 through, 7 through 2 teams and whooped them, every single one of them. Georgia had a chance. Tennessee had a chance. All your SEC teams. Texas had a chance. None of them could do it. They're mad because they got 3 teams in this past year. Stupid.
Yep. All right, next.
All right, next. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to sit there and yell at that. But anyways, I'm tired of them. I'm so tired of them. Like, can't even
change the slide right now.
I know I figured something out here as far as video making and content, and I'm making a note here to myself of clipping things. And it's working. It's working. And my brain's working. You know how I am anyways. What are we doing here? I don't even know. Okay, so that was all the news that we had. That was your updated biggest sports news topics things. Now, Tex, let's do the water cooler debate. Everybody shh.
You serious?
Oh my God, you're an idiot. Are you kidding me?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is the water cooler debate, and we have quite the question here. But first, it's back, ladies and gentlemen. It has been back for a week. Now that my brain is off of football mode where I just complain about the Niners, it's the dad joke, and here it is. Why do citrus fruits never win court cases? They always get appealed. Oh, yes. That was good. Come on. That was pretty good, right?
No.
Oh, I love that, Bear. He says, for honor and country has to be the highest stakes in sports. Mm-hmm. It's Tex Jr., AK Jr., the next Cooper Parmesan Dijon. Hey, maybe. But it's catfish catching, dude. They were wrangling catfish this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Say Ohio State is the most national champions for what they did last year. You're exactly right, dude. They earned that. You cannot deny. They still can't beat Michigan, but they did that. So, what's the ideal number of teams as far as football goes, Blue? 12 is fine. 12 was fine with me.
12 was good.
12 was great. It was good for them because they didn't get all their teams in. So, anyways, all right. So that was a dad joke. And here's from last week. I accidentally, the goat type of river from last episode, G.U.Y.S with his every time we ask a water cooler debate question, G.U.Y.S just gives a football guy and he wins every time. Like he did Donald Driver and that one. He did Phillip Rivers, that one. He does it every time. So the goat type of river was G.U.Y with I said it. It's not going to end until tomorrow because I forgot to change the time. So the votes are still tabulating, but this is the most updated one we have. G.U.Y with 43% of the vote. Phillip Rivers is the winner. Tex and myself tied with 22%. Tex had Rivers That Flow North. I had The River by Garth Brooks, and then Dylon with his Weezer lead singer Rivers Cuomo, 13% last, dead last. So this week's question, Tex.
You should have just said Weezer guy.
Weezer guy.
No, because everybody knows his real name. It's Weezer guy.
Is that a South Park reference?
Yeah. Yeah. It's that Weezer guy.
That Weezer guy. Okay. This question, goat type of splash. Tex, are you prepared for the goat type of splash?
Yep.
If not, okay,
I'm
go
going to
ahead.
say, as we get closer here to the beginning of like spring and summer, I start thinking more and more about fishing because hunting season's behind us. So for me, the splash of that lure hitting the water.
Love that
It's a
splash.
good type of splash.
I would one up you and say the splash of a tail popping out of the water, even better. Because you get a good look at a T-bone by sticking your head up a bull's arse. But I'd rather take the butcher's word for it. Shout out Tommy Boy.
What does that have to do with fishing?
I don't know. I generally could tell if the tail splash is really big. You know, you can hear it. You can get a size like, oh, that's a big fish. It's a big fish.
It doesn't really mean anything. Like you cast that lure, and if you hear like a, never get sucked up if you're fishing a frog or a topwater, like a jitterbug, something at night. Those are always fun. Those are always the most electric.
Love it. Love a lure splash. BMO got you here. He said, how did Tex not say Red River Rivalry? And I can spin zone this for you if you don't have an answer.
For what?
You could say because it's not a rivalry because Texas wins all the time.
Well, yeah. And also, it was asking about the river. The Red River.
Oh, you got it, BMO.
BMO
is struggling.
Isn't even anywhere near Austin. They don't play near that. It's just like it's just a river that separates the state. The two states.
So you're saying it's not a real river?
It's not a real river. Red River's not.
Okay. Here's my goat type of splash. It's the beer pong splash, dude. There's nothing better. When it's like a spring or a summer day and you're out there with the boys, shirts, tarps off, playing outside, splash. Or a game on the line, you got to walk it back. Down 3 cups, splash, 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 dude. That's a good one. Love that. Have not played that game in a long time.
No.
But I do remember. Look who's here. Mr. Buttery Biscuits. What kind of conspiracies are starting here tonight? You just read. You just read. Dylon had a good one. He said a splash of rum in his very cherry Coke with some grenadine. And a splash of grenadine. Some sort of splash. Which P said Splash Mountain, which I'm pretty sure is a walkie-talkie. Not a walkie. A water park? Why did I say walkie-talkie? So, goat types of splash. J-By, he probably did some. What did he? Do you think he did some splashing at Disney World? He was there this week.
I think he did a lot of walking and probably a lot of waiting in line. That's what I think.
Yeah.
What to ask him.
He said he'd be back Sunday, so we'll see. Bimo says Hail Mary splash football play. Love it. Splash into. If you're a Jags guy, splash into the pool. So, okay. That was a water cooler debate brought to you by us because we came up with it. So every week we crown a new winner. So congrats, J-By, winner for last week's water cooler debate. Now we got to talk some golf. I'm so excited for this game on Thursday, tomorrow. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. All right. Text, cover your ears. If you're allergic to electric guitars and sick guitar solos, take a Sudafed right now. Okay. Double dose, dude. Double dose. Whoops.
Got happy fingers over there.
I did. I hit the wrong button. You've seen me work back here, dude. I got a lot of stuff. There's a lot of screens going on here. You know that. Okay. Let's get to some golf. So there's a couple of notes. We got the Mexico Open. It's in Vallarta, Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. 132 golfers on this thing. Big tournament. Big from last week was a signature 72. Somehow managed to get no 6 out of 6 with a modified cut. It's pathetic. So we got to step it up. It's top 65 in ties make the cut. So we're going to get about a half. Going to get cut in half, basically. $7 million purse, 1.26 to the winner. Shout out golf for keeping the faith. From Josh Carpenter, says golf viewership. CBS draws 3.4 million viewers for the Ludwig Oberg's win at the Genesis Invitational, up 5% from 3.2 million last year. So golf on the way up. That would be the most watched non-major since the 2024 Players. So everybody that said golf was dead, yeah, right. Golf is back. Specifically this guy who just runs around sourpussing everything, complaining about golf. PGA does have a lot more problems. Kyle Porter, whoever you are. And we just said golf has always been golf. Relax. It's not the NBA. It's not the NFL. Not going to be a shootout. Get over it. Golf will be golf. Whenever there's golf on during football season, people are not going to watch golf. Period. When football is over, people will watch golf. Tex, would you agree?
In general, yes. I personally hate an NFL shootout. I don't like games that go like 55 to 60 or whatever. I want to see a hard-fought 14-21 football game, because that means if people are scoring like that, it means the defenses suck, and that's not fun to watch.
Dude, I agree.
I need some freaking defense out there, man. I don't want to see 50 points. Yeah,
I don't want it. You can have it. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I like
NBA's,
it. You know
NBA's got a real problem right now because nobody plays.
They don't play
defense. Ever. Nobody plays. Period. And it's just not. It's not fun to watch. It's not.
No.
Like you look back to what we grew up watching, and that was totally different game. It's a totally different game than what we're watching today.
Yep.
We're not watching today.
I agree. I don't like it. The perfect score to a football game to me is like 20-24. I love a good mid-20s, mid to low 20s football game. Enough scoring to be like, we can get us some points every quarter, but it's not this,
Still some defense being played.
Yeah. I don't
You
need
start
this.
getting games that are 30 to 30, 30 to 30 plus to 30 plus, and you're starting to go, what are they doing on defense? Did they not watch film?
Yeah. Exactly. I start to question the coaches. So Buttery Biscuit says, howdy, guys. In our respect to Dylon's name, I've said it 10 times. His name should be announced stadium style when mentioning him. Oh, no. Did he send – I don't know if J-Vi put in his if he put in the I don't know who Dylon sent his thing to. Oh, no. He may not be able to get – he may not be able to play it.
We'll just say it.
Okay. Okay. All right.
All right.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Golf.
We're about to talk about our picks and such.
Yes, picks and such. Also, Tiger Woods got absolutely bodied the other night in TGL. Shout out TGL for holding it together on Monday.
What has this got to do with the picks and plays? This should have been earlier.
What are you talking about, dude? It's funny. Tiger Woods mishit a ball so bad because somebody told him it was 99 yards. He thought he heard 100, or he thought it was 199 yards. He hit it 99 yards. So on the simulator, he was like 100 yards short. It was freaking hilarious.
Yeah, he pulled nuts. It's great. He's human.
All right. None of the top 25s are playing in this tournament. There's only 3 of the top 40. Aaron Rai. I think it's one of the Hogegaard brothers, one of the Hoygaard brothers, and then Akshay Bhatia. The 3 previous winners of this course, Tex.
In Hogegaard.
Nikolai Hogegaard.
Yeah.
Shout out.
That's how I know.
3 previous winners have averaged 20 under at this course. It's been played at the same course for the past 4 years. Here are the favorites, according to FanDuel. We don't have a contract with DraftKings, even though our colors are. But the favorite overall is Akshay Bhatia, the crafty lefty, as Tex just found out last week. Rasmus Højgaard, who was terrible last year. Kurt Kitayama, the Yama Bull, if you know what I mean. Sam Stevens, who I love playing this guy. I hate whenever the guys that I've been playing for the last year suddenly come to the forefront. And also, you know what? Forget this guy. Hey, you, Kyle Porter, I just remembered this. You're over here trashing on Andrew Novak. That's our guy. How dare you? Secondly, Andrew Novak will be on the show at some point soon. We've been in contact. We're going to talk Panthers. We're just going to rag him. Patrick Rogers had a good turnout last year. He's a favorite. Taylor Moore and Michael Kim, who's been playing really well. So there's your favorites. And now that you know the favorites, here's where all the tips are going for the betting market, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out Golf Tips Checker, one of my favorite accounts on Twitter. The guy is awesome. We went back and forth on a meme fest between Zoolander because he put this up, and I just put the Mr. Magatu, dear God, it's beautiful gif, and he hit me with a Hansel is so hot right now. So anytime we can get in one of those dukes, you're cool in our book. We need to get him on one time to talk about how he does these. These are cool. But Jake Knapp is the betting odds favorite. And then Pot Getter, the South Africa, who can absolutely mash a golf ball. Nikolai Højgaard, Alex Smalley.
That's a great golf name too. Pot Getter.
Dude, he looks Pot Getter suits him. Let's just say that.
Does he look like a linebacker?
Yes. Just
that's
not a very
that's a great linebacker name too.
Not a very muscly linebacker. He's kind of like he used to play. He looks like the linebacker after he graduates.
Does he look like Dick
school.
Butkus linebacker type build?
Dick Butkus now, yes.
Okay.
R.I.P. Dick Butkus? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm really, really sad that we don't have Dylon's I don't know who he sent it to. Maybe I could find it in my emails. I'm not sure who he sends it to. But Batia 12-1 Ventura. So that means 409 tips have been given, 50 plus sources. Here's the pie chart. The Paisan of pies, golf tips checker. Shout out, go follow him. Here you go. Here's the rundown, ladies and gentlemen. Ron Close at PGA Splits, BetSperts Golf, absolute savant. Speaking of Paisans, the Paisans of the PGA. Par 71, 7,400 yards. Over 7,400 yards is the Pacific Coast, the Ameca River Resort, the Greg Norman design, daily noon winds like clockwork. Windy off the coast, beach wind. Trees, native grasses, lush jungle areas, 7th longest, including the most lengthy par 4s and 5s on tour. Played almost a stroke less for the first 3 years, not a birdie fest, which is weird because they were 20 under. The 5 par 3s, 4 par 5s, Summit over 600 yards, 9 par 4s, 5 and 4. Long course, dude. Expansive fairways, 41 yards wide, 5th most water holes. Greens are the 10th largest. 100% wall-to-wall paspalum. Rough increase to 2.5 this year, so don't miss the fairway. Bombers, positive long iron wood players from 200, coastal resort specialists, spike putters. So basically what they're telling you, what Ron Close is saying is that off the tee, essential. 3rd longest average driving distance at 298 yards. People absolutely let the big dog eat. Let him eat. Almost 80% of shots are hit with a driver. 63% of your approaches come from 175 plus yards. Firm greens, they cannot get close to the hole. The proximity is very tough here. 3rd easiest course to gain strokes on around the green. So not a birdie fest. Length, difficult pins, firm greens, windy conditions can make it treacherous. So that, I believe, is all we have for the recap of what this course is going to be. So basically, you got to bring your coconuts and put some absolute oomph in the golf ball off the tee, or you're going to be in a bad spot if you're having to hit 200 plus iron and approach shots all day long, Tex. Wouldn't you say?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. B. McCormick says Game On Chat is the best. All the top OG. Yeah, they've got a lot. They got the Game On show is awesome in the chat. Bear says he's off golf. You guys see Priest go airborne for a 2nd year in a row. Dude, the end of that Daytona race was nuts. Absolutely nuts. Blue, he says, we're just here because you guys, AK, we don't even bet golf. You know what? You guys are awesome. You and B. McCormick and Bear, BMO. A lot of B's there. We're the Bees podcast. And we appreciate it a lot because you guys make it a lot of fun to peek over there. Tex, any thoughts before we go over the guys?
What's the weather going to be?
Oh, I forgot to put that. It looked like it was going to be nice. I forgot to do the weather chart like I did.
Where's it going to be at? I can just look it up real quick. Like, what's the
Mexico Open?
Okay. Good.
Wait,
good.
here it is. Here it is.
Mexico's a big country.
Oh, this is 2024. Nobody cares about that.
Open.
Anyways, last year, it was mostly sunny the entire time. I did see some where it was 2% chance for rain. The winds are going to be anywhere from like 3 to 14 miles an hour. I know that. So
let me see if I can just put it in there. Vedanta, Mexico. Vedanta.
Tony Vedanta. So it looks like it's going to be okay, though. Actually, you know what? They had they have it on the PGA Tour app. They have it on the PGA website. Huh?
I was just in there. Hang on.
Yeah, you got there's a weather button there. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry about it. But yeah, the weather looks like it's going to be okay. It's gonna be fine. It starts tomorrow at 8:30. We're used to having that 8. Yeah. So let's go to daily. So Thursday is going to be.
I wish I could turn down the volume in my headphones because you're blaring my ears and they're ringing already, dude. I can't figure out how to do it.
So Thursday 78, 11-mile-an-hour winds. No rain, nothing. Winds around 11 miles an hour. It's going to be around 78 to 80 all week. There you go. I found it. I did it. Shout out us. We did it. Okay. That's not why everybody's here. They're here because we have golf DFS and bets to give out for the guys. And we were 3 out of 4 last week. The other part of the bets, I don't know. I don't really know what happened to those. I don't think any of them hit. We got to do a better job of tracking those. So without further ado, here are the G.U.Y.S, the golfers up your sleeves, the guys. Boom. Tex, you tell us who you're going with first. You tell us what you're betting. You tell us why. And while you're doing that, I'm going to try to search for Dylon's what's it called? Oh, there he is. I did find it.
Oh, Thor Bjorn. My guy is going to be Thor Bjornsson. Clocking in at 7,700 in DFS, and then I like him to finish in the top 10, plus 450. That's my Seymour Puss guy. He's right now in 2025 in strokes gained. He's 144, but don't trust that. It's early in the season.
Love it. I did. Oh, there you go. You got.
I'm trying to see who he's paired with.
Mr. Buttery Biscuits. Something happened to your mic. You sound like you're echoing. I don't know if you're too far away or what.
I don't know. But, I was trying to adjust the volume of my headphones. I don't know. It's not letting me do it from the computer. It's not connected to that. I have no clue.
Well, now it messed up your.
It's entirely too loud.
Now it sounds like you're in a hallway in your microphone. So, but Mr. Buttery Biscuits likes your Thor Bjornsson. Now let's go.
What about this? Is this better? Is that better?
That's a little better. Yeah. Do it again.
Okay. Well, that's all I got. Let's click the button.
That's better. I have Dylon's right here. I did not put it into the computer, but I do have it on my phone. So let's listen to Dylon. Ladies and gentlemen, Dylon, Frankie Cap'n, Cap'n Crunch, $7,100, top 20 plus 300, plus 10,000 to win. Let's listen to what he has to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am back for installation number 2 of Dylon's derelict, daring, and devious dart throw pick. After last week, I gave you Willie Z. I predicted a top 10. I apologize. He did get you a top 25, scored you some points. But this week at the Mexico Open down in El Mexico, I'm going to go with a native-born Minnesotan. All right? So everybody knows that if you're from Minnesota.
Hold the phone right there. Hold it. Hold it. Do not let it. Before I continue this, no. We're not going to go down Sam Darnold, J.J. McCarthy, Daniel Jones lane here for you Minnesota Vikings fans. It's over. They stunk when it mattered. Okay, continue, Dylon.
You've got to be super talented and ready to inspire and engage the crowd. So this particular guy is only $7,100, so he's relatively cheap. So I'm not going to get no squat from everybody about I'm only picking high rollers.
You do only pick high rollers. Continue.
He was top 30 on the Corn Ferry last year, so that's what got him his exempt status this year. His favorite player in any sport is Adrian Peterson and Justin Jefferson, so he's got massive taste. He looks like he's the twin brother of Drew Lachey from 98 Degrees when he wears his hat. So he's a good-looking fella. And you say his name funny, which I guess just makes sense because if you're from Minnesota, nothing seems to be normal. So on your DraftKings lineup, it's going to look like it is Frankie Capan, but it's actually pronounced Frankie Sappin. And that man is going to carry you to at least a top 40 finish, surprise everybody, and just be awesome. So you can put him down for Dylon's Dart Throw Dark Horse pick this week. Frankie Sappin looks like Frankie Capin, number the 3rd.
That was awesome.
Number 3.
No. Pick number 3, my lord. Pick number 2. Holy cow. I love whenever he does that. He sends it in every week. That's awesome. Frankie Sappin. I did not know that. And he went on a freaking Minnesota rant there, which we try not to let happen, but he always calls and sends those in. Frankie's, I could not find top 40. So on the screen, it says top 20 for plus 300 because that's as low as it would go for me. He wasn't on the make the cut either. They only allowed certain people on make the cuts. So G.U.Y. gave you, so these are for DraftKings DFS. These are guys that we collect every year or every week and say, play them in your lineup. They will save you. They will help you. They will lead you to the promised land. G.U.Y. gave us, who's Fox? Ryan Fox, 8,000. I mean, Mr. High Roller.
Love Ryan Fox.
Love
that pick.
Fox around and find out, dude. FAFO. And EVR, Eric Van Rooyen, 7,500. And I said, what do you want to bet? And he said, both to make the cut plus 100. And I said, who's your guy? And he goes, that bet. And I said, okay, we'll put it on the screen. And then Butch gave a top 20 for Harry Higgs plus 600 and 6,500. He gave nothing as far as anything, any details whatsoever. So we just put it on there. But he did chime in, so we appreciate that, Butch. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're playing the Mexico Open DFS or making bets, you just buckle up. You sit back, grab yourself a Cavassier and a little bit, one of those little pipes. Put some tobacco in it because we're going on a ride. Luke List, ladies and gentlemen, 6,900, top 10 plus 750. This course, as we just echoed, as we just described, as we just wined and dined, is a long ball hitter's course. Okay? So we know that you have got to hit absolute tank jobs on this course if you want to have a chance. Mr. List is 32nd in strokes gained off the tee. His total driving is 21st. His best approaches come from 150 to 200 yards plus. That is where he's at his game, okay? Now, he is from Seattle, Washington. There's a giant mountain near Seattle, Washington, Mount Olympus. Ever heard of it? Vidanta World, who houses the Vidanta Vallarta golf course, Greg Norman, is set with the Sierra Madre Mountains in the back. Okay. Mount Olympus, Sierra Madre. And Sierra Madre means mother of the mountains.
Okay.
that was a little bit of El Nino for you. Spanish for the Nino.
All right.
Okay. Vidanta World was formerly known as the Cirque du Soleil. Okay. And the Cirque du Soleil was founded in Quebec, Canada. George Vancouver founded Seattle, Washington, and Vancouver, Canada, along with Jose Maria Narvaez, who speaks Spanish. So the guy who discovered Seattle, Washington, where Luke List was born, also discovered Vancouver, Canada, which is not far where the Cirque du Soleil was created, which is now Vidanta World. Luke List. Play him.
Speaking of Seattle and rain, the chance of rain for the tournament is minimal, 0 to 2%. A little bit windy. I think it's going to be windy, mid-70s, windy, kind of windy, 10 to 13 miles per hour. That's gusts.
Gus Johnson, Mr.
Yeah.
Wind, come on down. Said I've never seen him on here at the same time talking about Tex and Butch. But yeah, there you go. Those are the guys, dude. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have these 5 guys you can put in a DFS lineup, and you can pick your own. It's like it's like one of those build your own burgers. We've given you the meat, and now you can pick the toppings. Okay,
That could be nice. That should be real nice.
that's good. That's a nice. I mean, look at that. You got plenty of salary left over. These tournaments. Well, actually, J.Vi gave you 2, so you actually have 6 right there. So don't do anything stupid and just play these guys right here. These tournaments are weird, dude, because there's not a Akshay Bhatia.
There's not a dude. There's not a dude.
No. He's the favorite, but it doesn't mean he's not a Ludwig Oberger.
You got no Scotties.
Yeah. Like there's none of that. There's none of the top 15 dudes or really the top 25. So it's just like you can price. That's why building these lineups for this tournament is so crazy. So he said, "Build a bear." That's right. Those mushroom burgers are pretty good. Hey man, you can put whatever you want to on this. All right, that was the guys. I don't know what's. Oh, I forgot. Tex, you forgot to ask. AK Sexy 6-pack golf winners, 2 of which did not make the cut last week.
I don't care.
These no. Here we go. Number 1, Michael Kim playing really well. Number 2, Adam Svensson, not the Swedish guy. Wait, maybe. Number 3 at plus 7,500, Andrew Putnam. I'll be playing a lot of him. Number 4, for obvious reasons, Luke List. Number 5, Ben Coles, sneaky at plus 1,200 to win this thing, and Peter Malnati playing really good golf right now, plus 60,000. You might want to sprinkle a little E unit on that one. One of these guys is going to win the tournament. Book it right now. Screenshot it. One of these Mexico Open winners will come from this list. Promise you. If I'm wrong, then oh well. Okay. Anything else on this golf tournament? Hubs and Novak not in the tournament. I have been in contact with Novak, have not been in contact with Hubs. About a further interview. Justin Lauer, our guy, is in. He's out. He's a big favorite for this one. Are you ready, Tex? How dare you? How
Go on.
dare you? I got to find it. I lost it. Oh,
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare me? How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you, sir? You're gross.
How dare you?
how dare you? Tex, are you ready to go? Do you know what? Do you have a how dare you? I have 2 how dare yous.
How dare you, Canada, for all of a sudden deciding that you're going to start booing our national anthem? Guess what? I'm going to boo yours. Tomorrow. How dare you for doing it, not thinking that the boo birds weren't going to be in full migration plumage, full breeding plumage, out in full force, record numbers, just for this game tomorrow night.
That's right.
The boo birds are coming.
Tell them.
Get your binoculars. Get your Audubon Society bird identification seats, because they're coming. The boo birds are coming. How dare you,
Yes, get out your Cornell Lab of Ornithology book and mark it down. Boo birds are coming.
Yep.
Canada, how dare you? You bunch of scumbags. This is our sport now. We will be the only 4 nations champions in history. Let history remember this day for what it is, which is the day that we won the Mega Bowl. Love it. How dare you, Canada? My how dare you goes out to movies, because heavyweights, happy 30th anniversary to the most underrated Disney movie of all time. Thank you, Ben Stiller. Heavyweights. They do not, I'm how daring movies in general, because they don't make movies like this anymore. They don't make funny movies at all, ever, because they can't, because everything's canceled. So how dare you, movies, for not making funny stuff like this anymore? It's disgusting. And Ben Stiller says, somehow I don't think this will be at the head of the Disney Plus queue ever. In fact, I'm not sure they're aware they made it. But that was an incredibly fun summer in North Carolina 30 years ago. Shout out North Carolina. But how dare you, movies? Because is comedy dead? It is in movies, because I have not seen a funny movie, and I don't even remember the last time.
Tropic Thunder was a funny movie. That might be the last one, which is also Ben Stiller.
He's the best comedic villain of all time. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Period. But how dare you, movies? How dare you? Pretty simple. The next one I had was how dare you?
That really was a great movie. That was a great movie.
Heavyweights?
Yeah.
So funny. So funny. How dare you, baseball? Okay, Josh, hop on the scale. Get off the scale. That was the I saw this thing, dude, where Tony Perkins becomes Zoolander because he hated himself so much, and then rebirths himself and rebrands himself as White Goodman.
Yeah.
It was this whole 2-minute video of how Tony Perkins.
White Goodman and Tony Perkins are really the same guy. And you could even say that they're somehow linked to the guy that he played in Happy Gilmore, where he's the nursing home facility.
Oh, how about a
guy.
nice glass?
And he's
How about
like,
a nice...
yeah, you have a nice warm glass of shut up.
You're in my world now, Grandma. Maybe that's who it was.
They're all linked together.
Maybe that's who it was.
Together.
Maybe it wasn't Zoolander. Maybe it was the guy from the skilled nursing facility. Maybe that's who it was. Also, how dare you to baseball, because baseball is trying to do robots. They'll be implementing an automatic ball and strike system in spring training.
I don't mind that so much.
How dare them? You can't say that.
I'm just saying I disagree with you. How dare you? It's your second one, so it really doesn't matter.
I have nothing to do, but then how dare I have to issue a reverse how dare you right back to you, and that's why I don't know what else to do. You've left me no choice.
I just get so sick and tired of in the Little League World Series. I get it, they got to make the strike zones a little bit bigger, okay, but you can't be calling strikes 6 inches off the plate. So this to me just kind of equalizes everything. I don't think that umpires, whenever they're bad, call it badly both ways.
I don't know.
I kind of like it.
The top of the strike zone will be 53.5% of a player's height, while the bottom is 27%. Well, that seems. I mean, that's how do you measure that? And then the first team to get measured by a third party company, the Colorado Rockies. What? They measured by a third party company? What are we doing here? What is this, a bachelor? What, are they getting married? Holy smokes. Anyways, abs. That's what they're calling it. But they're going to have an automatic ball thing coming up. So
I don't mind that.
What do you mean? You're going to take this? Is the home plate umpire like the chain gang? I mean, who's more important here?
I don't know. I just it doesn't bother me.
Okay. All right. I don't know. We'll see. They're trying to take all the humans out of sports. I don't like it. I don't like it. He said he saw it at the minors. It's okay. Oh, I don't know.
You're just an old man yelling at clouds right now.
I guess so. So those are my how dare yous.
The only thing I haven't seen a good ball strike argument in a long time, but at the same time, it never gets changed. So, like, what's the point?
Now, is this the umpire is going to be on the
He's got to be on the field. I guess to still call safe and out.
right? But he's going to call strikes and balls, and can somebody phone down and be like, "Oh, that was a strike"?
I don't know.
Are they going to get soft? Are these home plate umpires going to get soft and just get tuned out of the game? Will it make them less? Will it make them less alert? We still need
Maybe there'll be a signal to call. A signal call one way or the other.
Maybe it'll buzz on their right leg for strike, buzz on their left leg for ball.
I mean, we'll always still have a good high school baseball behind the plate umpire. If you want to go see that, it's also going to give you he'll give you the chainsaw. He's where you get the praying mantis.
He hits the rope, the rope-a-dope.
Yep, hits the rope-a-dope.
Yep. Rides
the guy, who gives you the gears of war. He gives you the chainsaw to the chest.
Drives the bus.
The back. Yep,
like
driving the bus.
The disco diesel.
Get the guys to give you the old hop, skip, and a jump.
Has anybody ever done the moonwalk when they strike somebody out? Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. Oh, we got one more thing. That's it. We've been picking them up, putting them down, you and me, with these episodes the last 2 times. Not that I like rushing through these, but
the last time what took so long was you had a 45-minute soliloquy. To be or not to be? That is the question.
You know that when I get on a
you go to full Charles Dickens on us. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. You had to go full on.
That's why I love
the Tale of Two Cities.
That's why I love Michael Scott so much, because I just like he's me. Like, somebody asked him how he figured something out one time, and he goes, "Well, I kind of just start a sentence and I have no idea where it's going, but then eventually I come back around." I'm like, oh man, I love that. That is poetry. Okay, Tex. Here are the top.
When I was writing papers in graduate school, that's kind of how I started. I'd just be like, okay, I'm just going to start writing and look at this data and just see where this takes me.
Mm-hmm. That's what you have to do. You do a little research, and then you just go. You just start writing.
Yeah. Advice for everybody out there who's writing papers for college or graduate school: just the hardest part of writing is getting started.
Just Dumb and Dumber that thing. Yeah, just go, man.
You just got to start writing. You got 25 pages to go, and you got 3 weeks to do it. You might as well just write a little bit every day. Doesn't matter what it is. You can go back and fix it later. At
least it'll be done. First one to finish will be done.
Yep.
Here's the list of NFL free agent quarterbacks for 2025. Sam Darnold, Justin Fields, Daniel Jones, Russell Wilson, Mac Jones, Jameis Winston, Drew Lock, Joe Flacco, Jimmy Garoppolo, Carson Wentz, Mason Rudolph, Mariota, Brissett, Lance, Zach Wilson. Any of these names do anything for you? I mean, I know that somebody is going to get paid a lot of money here. Obviously, the top name is going to be the Sam Darnold, Justin Fields, Russell Wilson.
The only thing that gets me excited on that whole list, where's Jameis going to end up, and Sam Darnold?
Yep. I don't know, man.
They kind of missed their chance.
Who did?
Everybody else on the list has kind of missed their chance.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
He's played for 14 teams?
Him and Josh Johnson, whoever the other guy was. It Josh Johnson? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Josh Johnson. The other guy that gets me a little hot and bothered, Mac Jones. I think Mac Jones. How do you go from being an ascending star in New England to just? I don't get it. I don't get it. I have these guys right. I just don't give up, and I'm like, I saw something in him. He's an Alabama quarterback. I have no idea why. So really, the Titans are going to be looking for somebody. The Steelers are going to be looking for somebody. Aaron Rodgers isn't even on this list, but he's a free agent, or I wouldn't say it's free agent, but he's not playing for the Jets. So, and then Matt Stafford has been rumored to be in the mill as well. So, whatever happens with Stafford, because his wife is yelling at everybody in LA because she has a podcast and she's just, she has to create content. So why not start a fight with the Rams for no reason? After they got him out of Detroit and then won a Super Bowl with him, she's going to go be like, I thought this was no, get over it. Anywho, Sam Darnold could end up in Indianapolis, could end up in Tennessee, could end up maybe in Pittsburgh, maybe back home with the Jets. Some people are like, oh, he's going to play for the 49ers. No, he's not. We have Brock Purdy. They don't want Sam Darnold. They had Sam Darnold. You think Kyle Shanahan watched both of them play and then said, we're going to play Brock Purdy just because? Like, no. He thought Brock Purdy was better than Sam Darnold. I'm sorry. If you want to argue with that, Kyle Shanahan has coached many quarterbacks in his time, and I would agree with him more than I would agree with some idiot online. So Sam Darnold is not going to San Francisco. So get that out of your heads. No San Francisco, none of that. So, but I don't know, because I don't know what's going to happen in the draft either. But Sam Darnold, I would imagine. You have any thoughts of where he may go? I mean, the Vikings are going to try to keep him. I bet you they will.
I don't see why not. I mean, let him play until he starts struggling, and then give what's his face more time to develop, recover.
Yeah. I don't know. I really don't.
JJ, whatever's JJ.
Here's what could be crazy, dude. Matt Stafford leaves, goes to the Giants or something. Sam Darnold to the Rams. How about that?
I could see that. Sam Darnold in a trade to the Rams for Cooper Kupp.
So you're saying, wait a minute. You're saying Cooper Kupp, Jordan Addison, Justin Jefferson, all on the same team for the Vikings.
Yeah. That doesn't make any sense because Sam Darnold's a free agent, but
if I had to power rank, I would say Jets in number 5, Steelers number 4 for Sam Darnold. Giants number 3. And Rams number 2. And number 1 would be the Titans / Colts. So really, that was a top 6. But AFC South, that's what I'll put at the top. That's my power rankings for Sam Darnold, where he goes. I forgot about Cleveland. AFC North instead of just Pittsburgh, AFC North. So AFC North, AFC South in the top 5 power rankings. Book it. Any thoughts on that?
nope, nothing else.
Okay. You know, it would be hilarious if the Jets signed both Sam Darnold and Zach Wilson. They had another quarterback battle in New York. Oh, that would just be phenomenal. Oh yeah, the salary cap's going up by like $25 million So there you go. That was what was anticipated. So now the Cowboys can go all in, dude. Oh, T. Higgins. There you go. Forgot about T. Higgins. This was just a little slideshow I put together just to be like, hey, T. Higgins, they're going to franchise tag him. Shout out FAU basketball. They're holding a Seinfeld night. That's awesome. Kramer will be there. Damn it. We made that reference earlier, dude. And then Texas Tech, this is other relevant sports news. Their NIL collective founder, Cody Campbell, has sold his oil and natural gas company, Double Eagle, for $4.1 billion. And the Red Raiders recently locked down the #1 transfer portal class.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's pumping all of his oil and gas money into the Red Raiders. What'd you say?
I read that on ESPN.
That's crazy, dude.
The number one portal class?
Yeah.
Yeah. They went all in.
They did go all in. That's nuts.
That'd be fun to see him back in the spotlight again.
They got to get there.
It's been since Mike Leach, Michael Crabtree.
That catch, dude, along the sideline when they beat Texas
Against Texas, yeah. Like still don't know what that guy was doing trying to tackle him. Like, he's not going out of bounds there. Just push him out of bounds.
Was that Graham Harrell, the quarterback?
Yeah, and he's
football guy.
Where did he go? Where did he go? He's at I was looking at it the other day.
Graham Harrell, let's go. How did we know it? Where's he at now? Purdue?
That's what I'm looking at.
He's the quarterback's coach at Purdue. Played in the NFL for a while. Where is he coaching now? He's coaching at Abilene Christian.
Yes, Abilene Christian.
There you go. Holy smokes, he's just a few. He's May 22nd, 1985, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that seems like so long ago. That's back, I was playing then. I remember watching that game. Graham Harrell. How did we know that? That's football brain. Where's the CO stats? He would be so proud right now. So, but anyways, FAU. Hey, you got me?
Yeah, I got you now.
The power went out. I told you.
We're trying to hurry it up. All right, let's wrap it up. It up.
Hold on, I got this light is in my face. I don't know how to stop it. Oh my gosh, I just blinded myself.
Anyways.
All right. Anyways, that's it. I can't see. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining the show. Let's play some outro music, and I lost power. I told you this. It was a matter of time. We almost had it. Damn it.
I was trying to hurry it along.
I know you were. You had me.
All right.
Check out the podcast. Sorry.
Everybody check it out. We'll see you later. All right.
All right. See ya.